Hi everyone, welcome to my new Stardew Valley playthrough. This video will look a little familiar. It is essentially the per in-game week stream cut down into a short highlight video, which was getting a little too short, so I did a small poll and decided to repost everything in seasons. So back to the game. I'll be aiming for perfection in this file, and the side quest will be to only play this file when I'm streaming. And with the new date of release on 1.6 on console, I'm going through these edits to get through the wait. So let's start with creating our farm and character. Posting things in seasons also gave me the opportunity to talk about my goals for the season in this file. Spring Year 1 is definitely hectic, since there's always so much to do and so little energy. But some notable goals would be the Spring Crops bundle, Gold Star Parsnips, Spring Forage bundle, all fishes available in spring, and at least 2 tool upgrades, probably the pick and axe, and ideally both the first tier coop and bun. And right from the start, I forgot to check the option for cabins. Even though this is a single player world, I will be using those for extra space and the cactus farm in the basement. But it's okay, I can always make those afterwards, so that's okay. They don't cost much, and the extra parsnip seeds means I got the advantage of not needing to buy more seeds to get the 5 gold star parsnips. At the start of a new save, I usually avoid cutting down the tall grass. I will only do that when I have a silo, so I make sure no hay is wasted. And for this save in particular, I'm going to try to clear the first crops bundle before the egg festival, so I can use the speed grow on my strawberry plants. To do that, I will need to make sure I plant a cauliflower today, then a green bean and a potato, since they mature faster. I'm not going to min-max this, but I like to be efficient. So I cleared out a patch of land in front of my farmhouse while waiting for the stores to be open, then bought a cauliflower, a bean starter, and put the rest of my gold to parsnip seeds. I watered the crops till I ran out of energy, then foraged to top up my energy again, and watered the rest of my crops. And then this happened. Good thing it was just a parsnip and I have enough planted. I then spent the rest of my day foraging around town and meeting everyone, and spent the rest of my night cutting weeds. Day 2. Got my first geode clearing the farm, collected my fishing rod from Willy, greeted more people in town, cleared my mini quarry and found a chicken statue in the process. Then I went to the mountain lake and fished my day away, and I made enough gold overnight to open all my geodes. So on day 3, I brought my chicken statue along and made a trip to the museum after Clint, and started my grind to 60 artifacts for the rusty key. I then tried to catch a catfish with my tiny fishing bar, promptly gave up, and chose to do some cleanup of the farm and forest till nightfall. I sold what little forageable I could let go of, earned a little bit of gold, and on to day 4. I used up my energy pretty quickly cleaning up my farm, so I got started on my tree tapper farm, then went around town to talk to all the villagers. I also want to make it a point to try to remember the villagers' birthdays this round because I always forget about friendships in my other files, so let's see how long that lasts. Day 5 was an eventful day. Firstly, parsnip harvesting day. I kept the gold quality parsnips, 1 normal quality parsnip, and did some cleaning up of my farm while waiting for pier to open. I got the community center cutscene, sold my parsnips for potato seeds, then planted all of them and satisfyingly filled all the host spots on my farm. I also unlocked the mines and fished up a sardine for Jodie's help wanted quest. And then I spent the rest of my energy cleaning up my farm some more and unlocked the scarecrow overnight. Day 6 was a rainy and a great luck day, so even though I received the wizard's letter, I decided to spend my days in the mines, and met the wizard after I've exhausted my energy. Day 7, I woke up realizing I lost 2 potato to crows because I forgot to put down a scarecrow. I decided to open the geodes from yesterday and bring what new stuff I have to Gunther. Got 9 cauliflower seeds from my donation and took my spring forageables to the community center. I also unlocked the tide post on the other side of the beach. I ended up settling for a neutral gift for Louis' birthday because I really don't have much at this point. Then I tried to go build a silo, but I was 1 clay short. So I did more cleaning up on my farm and my mining leveled up overnight. First thing first, on day 8, I built the 3 cabins. This file is gonna be a single player world, but I always maximize the basement space for casks, so I will be using and upgrading all 3 of the cabins to max level. I also built my first silo. I can finally start clearing the overgrown grass around my farm now. I then went around town looking for forageables and talking to people, then decided to head to the ocean to fish. And the luckiest thing happened to me. Oh wow! Iridium band on day 8. I am nowhere near the combat level to craft this thing and I got it for free. I fished a little bit more until I ran out of backpack space, went back to my farm to drop things off, then went to the river to fish some more. Then I kept what I would eventually need for all the bundles, plus one extra, and sold everything else. Day 9 was a terrible luck day, so I decided to do some cleaning up of the debris around my farm, and ended up using up all of my energy. Then I went around town greeting everyone, and picked up more forageables, opened the geodes I got from my farm quarry, and donated what new minerals I got to the museum. I cleared up more weeds on my farm since those don't use any energy. Then went to the cinder forest and cleared out the spring onion and foraged to the end of the night. Day 10. A rainy and bad luck day. Not the worst luck, so I decided to spend all my energy in the mines, clearing another 5 floors in the process. I then spent the rest of my day cutting down the grass for hay since my silo was now ready. Day 11 was potato harvesting day. I kept one for the community center and sold everything else. I also got a harvest from my green bean and kept it for the bundle as well. We are 2 days away from the egg festival and I want to save up as much as I can. I saved 20 spots for the strawberry seeds I was going to get, then filled the rest of the space with the free cauliflower seeds I got from the museum and mixed seeds from the weeds. I then used all my energy to clear my farm some more and went to Clint's to open more geodes to get more stuff for the museum. I spent the rest of the day foraging, and after forgetting I was on 1 energy, I tried to fish for a sunfish. I did end up catching a sunfish, but I exhausted myself and had to do the slow walk of shame back to my farm. So I decided to call it a night early. Overnight, I gained a farming level from all the potatoes I harvested, and on day 12, I got my cat, whom I named Missile. It is the default combination of fur color and name since many updates ago, an orange cat with a default name Missile. But I used to cat sit an orange cat named Missile, so I've always used it in my game. Hope she still remembers me from across the Rainbow Bridge. I then went fishing in the rivers for the remaining 2 sunfish for Willy and went to the mines. And I got an infested floor right on level 11. I almost used up all of my health on that floor alone, so even though I didn't unlock another lift floor, I cut it off early to play safe. At least I got a combat level up that night. Day 13 was the egg festival. My cauliflower was also done, so I spent the morning cleaning up my farm, bought 20 strawberry seeds once the festival started and came in first in the egg hunt. I quickly ran to the community center after the festival and unlocked the cutscene with sweet old liners. I got my speed grow after clearing the spring crops bundle, put them down and planted my strawberry seeds. Day 14 was a great luck day, so I tended to my crops and found as many tree seeds as I could to make field snacks. I got my first backpack upgrade and realized I had forgotten to take my sword, so another detour later I headed straight to the mines. And today I finally got a crab from the rock crabs. I never built the crab pots in my games because I always use this method to clear the crab pot bundle in the community center. I can forage 4 of the shells and find a crab from the mines. Then I will use the free crab pot given to catch the other missing ones for completion. It might take a little while longer, but I don't waste precious early game materials for things I won't be using much later on in game. I ended up forgetting about the time while in the mines and had to rush back to my farm. I added my farm hands on day 15, so I will plant the additional 45 parsnip seeds for harvest before the end of spring. I then went around town and did my first harvest of salmon berries, then entered the mines and cleared another 10 floors, getting the steel small sword along the way and gaining another combat level. I decided to upgrade my pickaxe on day 16, so I went around collecting more salmon berries while waiting for Clint to open. I picked up Robin's axe in the Cinder forest and handed it off to her in her acrobatics class, unlocking the Morris Joja coupon cutscene. And then forgot that I was supposed to upgrade my pickaxe and almost missed Clint's opening hours. I still had a decent amount of energy after the day, so I spent a night cleaning out my farm until I ran out of energy and called it a night. It's raining on day 17, so I decided to use this day to clear all my rainy day fishes, and then made a trip to the community center, donated all the fishes and crab pot items I have that can be donated, and also a copper bar to the boiler room. Thanks to the amount of fishing I did, I gained 2 levels in fishing that night. I first went around town on day 18 trying to find Pam. Turns out I just had to wait for her trailer to open first. I gave her a beer for her birthday, earning an easy 3 hearts. I collected my pickaxe and wanted to put in my axe for upgrade, but realized I don't actually have enough gold for it. So I head over to the mountain lake for some more fishing for my bundles, and afterwards started gathering resources for a coop and spent the rest of the night in the Cinderset forest. Day 19 was a great luck day, so I headed straight to the mines after tending to my farm, and cleared 20 more floors and gained many resources. But just a level in mining, these level ups are starting to feel slower and slower. Day 20 was my first strawberry harvest, and then I spent the morning finding Shane to give him a loved birthday gift. I'm aiming to reach 4 hearts with him before the flower dance, so I can gain another easy heart if he accepts me as his dance partner. I cracked open more geodes, donated more things to the museum, and put my watering can to upgrade since the next day will be a rainy day. Then spent the rest of my day fishing, and I cleared a help wanted quest from Willy. I tried to find a halibut, but it evades me, although I managed to gain a new fishing level this night. My strawberry harvest pushed me over 4,000 gold, so on day 21, I decided I should order my first coop. I cleared out my farm some more while waiting for Robin to open, and then realizing that I had been neglecting the travelling merchant, paid her a visit today, and I found the elusive red cabbage seed. I can't not buy it. So I then went to fish to get more gold, and after buying the coop, I was left with 6 gold. So I went into the mines to expand my energy. Didn't manage to clear another 5 floors, but I was out of energy and it was getting really late, so I called it a night. I don't think I've been aiming for Year 1 community center completion, as the red cabbage seed is notoriously hard to get. But it seems like that is a very real possibility now. Some goals will have to be adjusted to fit into the first year or the first 3 seasons, but I believe I can make it work. Luck wasn't so good on day 22, but my copper watering can finished upgrading. So as I went to collect that, I also broke open all the geodes I have on me, then headed straight into the mines to clear more floors. I want to get the star drops as soon as I can. The low energy was quite limiting. But luck was clearly not on my side, so I gave up after not being able to find a ladder. I then went around town talking to villagers while waiting for Shane to appear in the saloon. I have 3 hearts with him, 1 heart away from having him as my flower dance partner, which will add another free heart. I spent the rest of the day and my energy watering my crops and clearing up the farm some more, then went to bed at 0 energy and leveled up foraging overnight. My cauliflowers matured on day 23, so I harvested those and planted the 45 parsnip seeds I got from the cabins. After I watered all my crops, I went to Pierce to sell him the harvested produce that I had, aiming to get enough for another beer for Shane. Today was the last day to catch him to try to get our friendship up to 4 hearts. I went around Sunset Forest, picked up a bunch of forageables, and cleared the debris. Then also cleared my mini quarry on my farm before heading over to the saloon and unlocking 4 hearts with Shane. I then decided to expend all my energy so I could finish chopping a tree on my farm, and then drag myself to bed after. I reached level 4 farming this night thanks to the cauliflower harvest. The strawberries grew another harvest on day 24. I sold the silver and gold quality ones, and then decided to sell the normal quality ones after checking to see that I don't need it for anything else. Which, in hindsight, was a bad idea. I could have kept those and turned them into seeds, so I can start planting them day 1 of spring in year 2 instead of waiting till the egg festival. But I also thought that I should have another harvest after this, as I used speed grow on them when I planted them on spring 13. I quickly went up north to check for forageables before the flower dance began, then cleared my farm a little more to make use of as much time as I could without missing the event altogether. I decided to skip on the rare crow even though I could afford it, saving it for year 2. Money is a lot more important early on in the game, so I should be keeping as much on me as possible. I spoke to everyone at the event, then asked Shane to be my dance partner. Sorry, Emily. Which he accepted, and he became the first villager I reached 5 hearts with. This was my first time attending flower dance. I think I had never attended this festival proper in my other saves. Even if I do attend, I wouldn't ask anyone to dance, so seeing this cutscene now would be nice if I had the same dress with the other bachelorettes. The festival sent me back to my farm late at night, so I spent the rest of my energy on the debris on my farm, then headed to bed. Day 25. I want to upgrade my axe before summer, so I slept last night with 5 copper bars on me. There's so many things to do in the first year that I always forget them and get distracted by something else. I cracked open a geode, donated it to Gunter, and left my axe behind for upgrade. I then decided to head to Marnie's to buy some new animals and unlock the silver cutscene as well as Shane's 4-heart cutscene. I bought 2 brown and 2 white chickens, then made a rush to the mines. Since today was a good luck day, I breezed through 5 floors with a decent amount of ores and gemstones. Then I headed to the Sunset Forest to unlock the 2-heart cutscene with Shane, then spent the rest of the night and energy to clean up more of my farm. Year 1 is definitely debris cleaning. Day 26 was a terrible luck day. I collected a stone owl that appeared on my farm last night, crafted some tappers for the grown trees at my tree farm, and decided to head to the ocean to fish. I gave Pierre a daffodil for his birthday, then spent the rest of the day fishing at the beach. And finally caught a halibut, which cleared all the spring-specific fishes. All my parsnips matured on day 27, I picked them all and got the gold star parsnips I need for the community center. Kept some extra normal quality ones and sold everything else. This was also the day I forgot to water the crops. And that made me miss the final harvest of strawberries that were supposed to mature on day 28. Today was also a great luck day, so I went to the mines early and cleared 5 more floors, then rushed over to Clint for my new pickaxe before he closes. Then I gave a topaz to Emily for her birthday and headed back to the mines and cleared another 5 floors, reaching floor 60. Overnight, both my farming and combat level up. Day 28. My strawberries did not grow since I forgot to water them the day before, and there wasn't a point in watering them now since we're on the last day of spring. So I went around with my new copper axe and chopped a bunch of trees and stumps on my farm. I used the cherry bomb on the hay tray in the coop so I can start removing the hay from the silo and store them elsewhere. I then went on to start cleaning the overgrown grass around my farm. I cleared a help wanted quest from Robin the day before, so I went to her house to talk to her and wanted to go open some jewels, but I had missed Clint by 10 minutes. I bought a rare seed from the travelling merchant, came back to my farm to put things away, and then my stream crashed. Nothing technical was going well with this stream or the final week of spring. Audio was quite messed up too, but you only hear that in the uncut version of the video. I spent the rest of the day on my farm clearing out the grass and trees and gained a level of foraging, and that's it for spring. It was a very productive spring. I completed almost all of my spring goals. The barn that I did not get, I got the watering can upgrade in exchange. First time getting 5 hearts with a villager in spring year 1 too. Looking forward to summer. I hope you've enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!